how you can embed a project summary list into the homepage of your SharePoint intranet. My name's Dougie Wood and I am a Microsoft MVP. I've been building out solutions just like this for customers all over the world for the past 20 years. So if you would like some professional help with SharePoint, there's a link in the description below to contact me. Something which is very common to have on the homepage of a construction type of industry SharePoint intranet would be updates on projects. Now, you could integrate SharePoint to a third-party system. So a lot of customers that I've worked with in the past before use things like Dynamics 365, but it's very expensive to license everyone for that. So we can actually do an integration to pull through some of the key information onto SharePoint and display that on the homepage potentially. Now, in a previous video, I have actually already shown how we built out a project tracker using a SharePoint list to basically show, and again, it's completely up to you how this works. Some of my construction type of customers, they like to have a project ID number that's either automatically calculated or they enter themselves because it's calculated in a different system. Often it's usually a combination of an ID plus part of the address is usually what the project name would be. We can see by phase where the project's up to, the start date, end date, duration days, status, who it's assigned to, the project manager, maybe other different types of roles that you might want to tag against this, the percentage of how far complete it is, the priority, the budget, the actual cost, and also linking out to the files as well that are specific for that particular project. Now, we actually have an automation that when we create a new project in the project tracker, it automatically goes and creates a brand new structured folder. So say, for example, in our current projects library, again, we have a folder per project. And then when you actually click through into that particular project, or you could use that quick link step as I showed in that project tracker, it then shows you a set of predetermined folders, which have already been kind of determined. So every project will always have exactly the same folders every single time. We can also put in there different types of documents. So say, for example, a lot of my customers, they always have the same types of forms that they're filling out. You can automatically have them deployed into these folders as well, so that you have everything you need to start that project. And you're not having to manually create folders every time. There's no human errors because someone's forgot to put a document in or forgot where the template for something particularly is. It's all just automatically created directly inside of these folder structures for you. But I say we've got that list, we've got our documents. Now, usually what you would have on the kind of home page of an intranet is a bit of a snapshot summary of this list. Now, we don't need to necessarily know all of these fields, but definitely a quick update of where it's up to, maybe the status of it, as well as kind of key information, who it's assigned to, the project manager for it, is it on track with the kind of the budgeting and things like that, and then I say a quick way to open up those kind of files directly from the page as well. So what we can do is create a view. So what I would typically do is I would go as maybe say save view, and or I should say save view as, and then call this the home page view. Now, nothing's changed yet because I've not actually changed anything as part of the view. Now, I might want to choose to say, actually, let's remove some of these different columns. So let's just say columns will hide. We don't need to know the phase on the home page. In fact, it might just benefit from me just refreshing the page just really quick. So we made a lot of changes very quickly here. So let's just say we want to have the files on the left, so you can move columns around easily. Whoops. By clicking on column settings, and you can say move right, or move left, or move things around. But I don't need to necessarily know the phase, so I'm going to hide that column. I do want to know the start date, end date, duration. Actually, a quicker way of doing this potentially would be to go into edit current view. And in fact, actually, wait. I was just in the wrong view. That was in all items. I've made that home page view, I say dead simple, click on drop down, click on save view as, and you can just give it a new name. So homepage view is what I'm going to use for the homepage. I don't want to change my all item view. Click on edit current view. And I say, we want the project name. We don't need to know the phase. We want the start, end date. Don't necessarily need to know the duration date. We want the status. Maybe we want to know the project manager, the percent complete, we don't need to know the priority. Maybe we don't need to know the budget or the actual costs. Or maybe we do. Let's put those in for now, just see, because we want to make sure we're filling up kind of the space. We don't have, but at the same time, we don't necessarily want to sort of overwhelm it. So we can always play around with what columns we show and hide in here. I'm then going to move the files right to the sort of second column because I want it to be nice and easy for people to access those files. And then we'll click on OK. So now we've quickly just changed around the columns that we've got. I'm just going to bring this in a bit closer as well, just to save time. A little bit of space, click on Save View. So there we go. So we've got a couple of things in here now. Now on the home page, we probably don't really want to see completed projects because our list would fill up pretty quickly. So I'm just going to say filter by, and I want to see anything that's delayed, in progress, or not started, and apply like that. Maybe even I might want to even group it by that. So I could say group by status and close it, and then again save view. So now we've actually got this as something which is grouped by. And in fact, actually, if it's not just closing by default, I'm just going to go back and edit current view, go to the group by settings. I think it'll just be a bit neater if we group by status. Oh, it is grouping, and we just want it to be collapsed by default. Then click on OK. So there we go. So we can see anything which is delayed. We can see anything which is in progress, anything which is not yet started. And because we've grouped in this way, we don't necessarily need to even see that column either. We can hide that from view. Just keep saving to make sure it's constantly updating. Cool. So now I think we've got everything that we need, and we can display this now on our homepage. So if I now go back to my homepage, as a quick reminder, we are available to help you with SharePoint. So if you would like some professional help with SharePoint, there's a link in the description below to contact me. I'm then going to edit the page. I'm going to scroll down, and under this section, probably give it a full width, to be fair. I'm going to use a list web part. I'll use my project tracker list. And you can see by default, it's brought through the all items view, which obviously is far too big. We don't want that. So we go into properties. I'm going to set the homepage view, click on apply, and just see what that looks like. So that looks quite good. It's filling that space quite nicely. We're going to say it's going to be large, so we're going to give it plenty of room if we wanted to. We're going to remove the show all items, and we're going to remove the command bar as well. Just click on apply, see what that looks like, just so it's a lot cleaner, I think, then on the page. And I think that's probably it. So if we click on republish, so now we've got our kind of project tracker on the page. So people can say, okay, well, where's a certain project's up to? What are delayed projects? Oh, this project's delayed, blah, blah, blah. We can click through to the actual item, and we can see the full kind of details of that project, the full form items. We can click through and actually go directly to the folders specifically for that project as well. So we can directly get into the access. So it's a nice quick shot view. Oops, I've lost my page now. Oops. I just need to refresh the page. And there we go. We've got it down here. So it's nice and easy. It's a great way to kind of display the projects in a short kind of snapshot kind of way. But as I say, any of those columns that we have, we can completely customize. We can have whatever fields you want in here, whatever's going to make the most sense for you, and making sure that people can access the information they need. If you enjoyed this video, click the video on screen now, as I think you'll find it really helpful. If you have any questions at all, use the comments feed below, and please do subscribe for more SharePoint content.